Namaskar. Hello, how are you guys doing? This is your friend Gadhvi, and this is our show, Ask DG. So I'm gonna just check and see how is the video and audio clarity before we talk about an important topic today. The topic is very important, suggested by one of my friend, one of my very good buddy.
Audio clarity before we talk about an important
All right. Voice is okay. I'm just gonna go little back. Hey Asim, hey Jatin, let's see who is here. Okay, it's our weekend, it's Ask DG, and we're gonna talk about how to be a good leader and how to lead a team very effectively. Okay, so there's some things which I learned, lessons which I've learned in my life. I just want to share with you guys, and I think this is good. Hey Barney. Right, so you guys have any comments, any questions about leadership, do share it with me. I'm just trying to mute myself. Okay, I'll just move the board a little back so that the video is okay. Is it good? All right. Okay, so what are the key characteristics of an effective leader? What is it that an effective leader should be like? Okay, first thing first, the leader has to be ambitious, right? Leader first. If you're not ambitious, if you don't have ambitions, you don't have dreams, what you want to achieve in life, how are you going to drive your team to do that, right? So I'm just gonna pull this little up. So ambition is one of the most vital and critical aspect for anybody who is leading a team, managing organization, managing business, anything that you want to do in life, you need to have ambition, right? So same goes to when you're leading a team. A person without an ambition is like body without a soul. Now that's what I consider, right? If you don't have purpose, if you don't have ambitions, if you don't dream big, if you don't aim high, you're not a human being. You're not doing justice to your own birth, right? You probably become a dharti ka boj. Okay, don't be a dharti ka boj. Don't be a corporate zombie. Okay, if you've not seen my article Corporate Zombie, go to LinkedIn and check it out. It's pretty funny and interesting, and it's so true. Okay, so don't be a corporate zombie. Have an ambition. Have a purpose. That is the first most required aspect about for being a leader, right? So that's the first thing. Number two is the leader should be open-minded, right? When I say open-minded is the person should be fair and should be open to any feedback, any criticism anybody provides. The person should be open, and the person should not be like my way or highway. You know, if that's the kind of leader you are, trust me, your leadership graph is not going to go far. The third aspect is care. Now, if you are a leader and if you don't care for your team as humans, then the team will not care for you, right? The leaders quite often get caught in the race of meeting the targets, getting the work done, getting the numbers, and they often forget we are human beings at the end of the day. You know, I truly believe that if you take care of the team, if you keep them happy, if you care for them, they would give you everything in return, probably double than what you even expect. So the most important aspect, you need to care for the team, right? So these are the three basic qualities that I feel that any leader should have in order to become an effective leader and in order to grow a team. One of the important aspect is your team needs to like you, right? And you need to like them as well. And it'll only happen, the liking, the bonding, the trust. Again, trust, very, very critical and very, very vital. So in order for your team to like you, in order for your team to trust you, in order for your team to believe you, so that you can lead them forward and help them to achieve their goals and organization's goals as well, is you need to have that like and trust developed. And that is not just going to happen split second, right? It's going to happen over a period of time by the actions that you take and by the things that you do for them, right? So let me just break that down. What is it that you need to do as a leader? And again, I don't claim to be the Mr. Know-It-All about the leadership. I'm just here to share my thoughts, what I've learned from working with great leaders, and what has worked for me in the organization. And I'm very proud to say that I have got zero attrition in last 1 year. Right, so I started managing probably 5 or 6 people. Now a really big team, 40 plus, 50 plus. I don't have any attrition in last 1 year. So. And I can tell you by far, I'm not claiming or boasting, my team really loves me. If not love, they really like me. And I do the same, I love them to the core for whoever they are, ignoring all their shortcomings, ignoring whatever the personal area of opportunities or developments are them. I trust them, I just love them. And that love comes back. Okay, so that's the kind of person I am, and that's how I usually like to lead a team. And again, I'm not a typical manager who would be breathing down their throat to get the work done because my management wants me to get work done. I genuinely believe in handling a team, managing a team, leading a team with love and care. Right, that's the kind of person who I am. So I'm going to share some of my success stories with you, what has worked for me. But let me just give you the formula of what do I believe, what do I do as a leader, what is the simple formula that I keep in mind. And if you understand that formula, which is very simple, very easy, if you understand that formula, it's really going to add value to your leadership role as well. Okay, so let's just break it down. Before I get started with the formula, I just want to give a quick shout out to people who are here. Bharani, Asim, Mo, thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna start sharing the formula which has worked for me, right? I hope this is audible enough. The formula is SAPS. Very simple formula, SAPS. Now, what does this S stands for? Now, we already spoke about some of the attributes. Now, there are a lot of other attributes, right? And there are a lot of good sayings which says that, managers say, they usually, when they want to get something done, they say, go. And the leaders would say, let's go, right? These are the different things, and we do as a team, we work together. Everybody's equal, gets their fair attention, everybody gets their fair chance of doing things, everybody's heard. That is the kind of environment that usually great leaders put together. Everybody who's willing to help each other, etc., etc. Now, the first S. Before I come to that, I'm going to give you a quick anecdote, a quick example. I'm sure everybody's seen movie 300. And what is one of the asset of being a Spartans or Spartans? What are they known for? Not just their bravery. Okay, what was the main greatest tool? Not their physique, not their spear. The greatest tool that they had, which kept the 300 team become invincible, was their shields, right? It's said that if you lose a shield, you cannot protect people who is next to you, behind you, after just people around you, right? You need to have shield, you need to be guarded. And when they're training from the young age, at the age of 4 or 5, they have been taught the importance of the shield. In no condition, no situation, any Spartan should lose their shield. And that is the vital and critical aspect of being a Spartan. Same thing applies in our corporate world. if you really want to build a very strong team, I strongly encourage to build a strong shield. You be that shield for your team, right? So first, S stands for shield, okay? Now, the great leaders or good managers, not just good, okay? We're not talking about good. We don't talk about good. We don't talk about average. We talk about great, okay? Because that's our benchmark to become great. To become a great leader, you got to be their shield, right? Now, in any corporate environment, if you see, there is danger everywhere, right? Danger of getting fired, danger of not meeting your numbers, danger of being less productive, danger of competition, and all these things. There are several dangers in any organization. It's like you're in the middle of the jungle and you have danger all around you. That's the corporate world for you. Now, a great leader knows the importance of everybody staying together, because together they are strong, together they help each other, and together they can take care of all the dangers around, right? People who are trying to pull you down, people talking about negative things, management trying to throw things at you at very fast pace. All that thing can be handled when everybody is together and they become their shield, right? That's one of the most critical aspects for a great team, and the great team just replicates and it just demonstrates how good you are as a leader. So be that shield for your team. If there is anything which is coming to your team, make sure that you consume, you filter, and then you provide to the team, right? For instance, there was a manager who was always under pressure in one of my company. In the last 15 years of my career, I have worked with probably more than 25 different managers, and not all managers are leaders, right? Leader can be a good manager, okay, but not all managers can be a good leader. So what used to happen is whenever there was any bad feedback or anything bad which was about to happen to a team, the manager used to come to us and gives us, use the same pressure tactic that the management is giving him or her, and he or she will come and tell exactly the same thing and vent out the frustration, the pressure, show us, would put us in the threatening situation. They'll say, hey, look, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. This will be the repercussion. So what does that happen? What happens if that is the case? Well, if that is the case, the people, the inner circle which you have built, the shield that you have built, the danger which is around, it starts to break. It starts to break, and everybody in the team starts to get threatened. And when that is the environment that you live in, of course you're putting more energy in feeling safe, keeping your ass covered, then being productive, and then focusing on work and doing more. That threatening environment doesn't help anybody. Doesn't help your team member, doesn't help the manager, doesn't help the corporation, nobody. Okay? That's where the beauty of the leader comes into picture, right? That's where you need to be a shield that, hey, look, guys, I know this is the task, but be rest assured we are in this together, and no matter what happens, I'm there to take care of you. Okay, nobody can touch you. See, that was one of the things which really helped me early in the career. I see some of the good leaders doing that for their team. When the time was tough, they would step in and they will save. They will become the alpha male or female and make sure the team is completely safeguarded. And the team would always look up to the alpha male or female. Look, with great power comes great responsibility, right? We all know that. But it is so true, it's not just comical. If you are in power, if you're heading the team, if you're responsible something for managing a team, you need to take the responsibility, you need to step in and become the shield for your team. Till the time that doesn't happen, the environment which you're trying to build, the trust, the love, the care, the liking, all these things doesn't matter. They need to feel safe. Even if they make any mistake, they should have courage, or they should be open enough to come and tell you, Dave, you know what, I goofed up, I made this mistake. And as a leader, you should understand the person. Everybody makes mistake. you don't need to necessarily put too much stress on it, saying, hey, look, why did you do that? Don't scold them too much. I mean, show them they all are responsible, right? The corporate world we are living in, everybody works in in the environment who are more than 25 years old, and they know what is right, what is wrong. So you don't need to tell them the basics, right? Somebody is coming late, somebody is something happened. Do not have to suck their blood like the boss, vampire boss. Okay, again, another article if you want to read on LinkedIn, just check on my LinkedIn profile, vampire boss. You'll see different types of bosses, vampire bosses, Dracula bosses, and what werewolf bosses. So it's a funny anecdote, and it is actually true in our corporate world. So that is the shield which I'm talking about, right? One more anecdote I'm going to give you is, there was a question which was asked to a Marine, US Marine, that, I mean, before even I go there, what is one thing in an army or Marine which actually makes the person jump out of their safety net and try to save their buddies, their colleagues? Even if there's a bullet, they will try to safeguard them even at the cost of their life. Why is somebody trying to put their life at danger for their colleagues or buddies? Now this question was asked to the Marines, and you know what? It was not surprising. The answer that they gave is, look, I am ready to risk my life for somebody because I know he or she would do the same when the situation comes. Now that is the real shield. Now that is the trust, that is the commitment towards your team, which really takes you to another level. You are not just an ordinary team. You're helping each other, you're protecting each other, you're building the network. When the time comes, you're ready to take a bullet for your team, you would do that. And that is the true mark of a leader. When you're building that environment, that shield for your team, you've just gone to another level. Okay, that is the most critical. I'm spending more time here on shield because this is the most vital and critical aspect. 90% of the managers, when the time goes, time is tough, they will say, hey guys, it's not me, because of you. Okay, and they will put your life on the line, very unlike what happens in the shield situation, unlike in what happens in the army and in those kind of battlefield, right? It's very unlike in the corporate world. So this is very critical. Shield, you got to be the shield for your team members. Number one. Hey, I just want to thank everybody, whoever is here. If you have any comments, questions about leadership, anything that has worked for you, anything you want to share with the team, just feel free to put a note in here. And hey, one more, do me a favor, please. Share the stream so that people who want to become a great leader, they get some new tips, new ideas from this. This is something which has really helped for me. This has really helped me, okay? So please do that. Hey, Bridget, thank you so much, Ren. Dio, hey, brother. Hey, great. Good to see you, Bridget, that you're spending good time with family, which is very important. So first is shield, okay? Second one, what does the A stand for? A stand for I don't know if you can read properly, but the A stands for amplifier, right? I'm just gonna try and see if I can straighten this up a little bit. So amplifier, what do I mean by amplifier? Look, whenever team does bad or some mistakes happen, you got to be the shield. But at the same time, when the team does good and they're really on top of the game, you got to be an amplifier. For whatever they do, you just need to multiply that thing. If they're putting effort, let's say at the level of 1, you got to multiply and make that effort to 2 or 3. How are you going to do that is, first, you need to be good at your own craft, okay? And it's often very seen that you ordering or you're asking your team to do something which you also don't know. So as a leader, you got to have hands-on experience. If you're in corporate world and if you're making cold calls, you got to become master of the cold call and help the team to become a master, right? You cannot teach a team how to make a cold call if you yourself don't know, right? So first you need to get good at your craft and help the team amplify whatever effort they're putting. If they're putting 5 hours of effort, you need to step in and help them to get results out of that real time. So I remember what I do is when I used to ask my team to make cold calls, and when they get somebody live, I used to jump on that call and I say, hey, look, you're speaking to one of my team member, and I'll get that conversation from no, not interested, to interested, and I've closed few deals from those kind of calls. So you got to lead by an example. You need to become master at your craft so that you can amplify that effect. And when the success starts coming, when people start seeing success and when they're becoming more productive, they will automatically start respecting you. Look, the first part, shield, is good. It's for like and trust. But if the team is not productive, for example, if you're in jungle, you're protecting, everything is fine. But if you don't have food to eat, how is the team going to survive for long? It's going to die. So shield definitely have to be, right? Amplifier is like your food. You got to give them good food as an alpha leader, alpha male or female. You need to take care of your team by getting them the numbers, helping them to get what they want, and make them look like a champion, right? That is another very important thing. And before we even doing this, I forgot to mention that as a leader, you got to have a vision. You need to have, as I started saying, that you need to set a team that you would become a best team, not only just in terms of numbers, but in terms of the values, work culture, environment, etc., etc. It doesn't matter. It's not good if you're the number one team in terms of numbers, but everybody in the team, they don't like you, they don't like coming to work, they hate coming to work. That the number one position will not remain number one for long. But on the other hand, if you're really good at team environment and keeping them happy and they like you, and then automatically the productivity would go up and you would definitely become number one. So if you want to become a number one, take care of the team, make them happy, satisfy them, and all those things. And we will definitely come to the third aspect, right? Pretty soon. So hey, thank you everybody for joining. Do share the stream so that it really helps me and help others to gain more knowledge and learn more leadership craft, because it's highly critical in any corporate world to build a good leadership. And trust me, 90% of managers don't know how to lead a team in a true spirit, in the right spirit. So that's amplifier, right? If there's one more example of an amplifier. One of my team member, Asim, I think he's watching this. So, hey Asim, thanks for joining. But one of my team member, Asim, he achieved unbelievable thing. He achieved 10 meetings in a day, where the people on the floor, tenure people, they've been struggling to get 3 or 4. That is unbelievable achievement. Now, as a leader, I can just sit and say, hey, great job, thank you so much. Or I can amplify that and make sure that he gets the due recognition, he gets the due respect and appreciation for what incredible effort that he has put being in the office for 15 hours. So as a leader, it's vital for me to amplify that person's effort and be there when the action is happening. It's not just, hey, you go, get the thing done, I'm sitting here. No, I would go with you, let's do this together. Work it out, get massive success, and amplify it, and let the management know what your great things that your team is doing. Because look, I know number is one thing, but building your own brand and team's brand and how people perceive you is also very vital and important. So as a leader, it's your job to make sure that whatever good things they're doing, you need to amplify it, and you need to appreciate the team's effort by whatever you want to give an acknowledgement. I think more than money or gifts, what is vital is the due credit that they're getting and the due attention that they're getting for whatever effort they put. So what I did is I amplified the effect. I shared the success to the entire leadership team on the different social media, and to his surprise, he didn't even know that I've shared his success story and tagged him on Facebook as well. So I'm sure, Asim, that was a good surprise for you. So that's what I'm talking about. When there's a good thing happening, amplify it, right? When there's a bad thing, something is going wrong, something happened, you got to be the shield, right? So you got to be both. The third aspect of the simple formula or simple way of managing an effective team is PS. What is PS? It stands for problem solving. Now, you are not a great leader if you're leading a team and when the times are tough, when there's a problem which arises, you're not able to solve it, right? A good leader is always a good problem solver. Now, be it problem at the employee level, be it the problem at the team level, or be it the problem at the corporate level, or whatever, the management level problem, salary related issues, incentive related issues, customer related issues, queries, escalations, any problem that comes your way, as a leader, it's your first priority to solve the problem, right? Why do we go out of our way to solve customers' problem? Yes, it is really, really critical to solve customer problem. But the first attention that you got to give is to your team, right? As Richard Branson also says, the Virgin Airlines founder and owner, that keep your employees happy, they will in return keep your customers happy. So first, so I remember there was a case with one of my team member. She was supposed to get an incentive, but she did not get. That becomes a priority for me. If I don't fix that problem, of course the person would not be productive. He or she will keep thinking, money, my incentive, and they will go for a toss. Look, these are the small admin work or business or operation related work. As a leader, you got to step in and you need to tell them, hey, dude, you know what? Don't worry, I got this. I would take care of this problem. Go back to production. And you need to then solve that problem to the satisfaction. And if you're not able to solve or something is happening, you got to sit with the person, explain why it is what it is, right? If you're not supposed to get incentive, tell them, explain it logically, this is what happened, and that's how it is. But you got to genuinely put in all your effort to solve the problem and get what that person truly deserves. And you don't have to do it once. If you do it once, great, but if you don't do it second time or third time, that trust account is not going to last for long. You got to do that over and over and over again, and continue to be the problem solver and keep solving all the types of problems. Now, these are some of the basics which would ensure that your team loves you because you care for them. Your team will trust you because you solve the problem, because you become a shield, okay? And they love you more because you amplify whatever they do, right? But for all that thing, you need to have your own skills. So the best investment that you can make ever is in your mind, in your skills, right? So this is what I did not know for a long time. Being in sales, I was not investing so much time and effort on training and learning a lot of things. But from the time I started doing that, my life, my craft, my business, everything went up. And if I am good at my craft, all I got to do is teach the same thing, learning to my team. And when they see me in action, they would start doing the same thing, okay? So it's very vital, very important for you to learn the craft and do the things hands-on, right? So as in the family, I think it's saying, right? Kids do what they see. So as a parent, as a alpha male or female, as a head of the team or leader of the team, you got to lead by an example. You got to be good at your craft, and trust me, okay? People don't just work for money. They work for people, and they would work their heart and soul to make you proud, okay? They'll only make you, they will do that because you are good at it, you really love and care for them, and you really think for them. That's the only reason why will try to make you proud. So I'll give you an example. When the time is tough or when you want to get something done, if you don't have that equation with the team, if you don't have the bonding, trust, relationship with the team, it's going to be difficult for you to get things done. Now, imagine a team coming on a Saturday without getting paid, without getting comp off, nothing, working voluntarily, learning new things, doing new things, getting, the work done, back-end work done. I mean, isn't that the team which has gone to a different level altogether, where you don't even have to pressurize them to come to work? I mean, otherwise in the team you see that even if you have to go for an outing or party or something, people will make an excuse and they'll not come. Forget about work. They don't even want to spend weekend with the team, even for going for an outing. Why is that? And why is this the other team where there's no fun, no party, nothing, but they still come to work on Saturdays and get things done? People work for people, as I say. People work for good leaders who really recognizes, supports them, and they try to work up to their potential to make their leaders proud. The day when your team starts working for you because to make you happy, that is the day when you have achieved the greatest level of leadership. Okay, so I'm gonna just go through some of the comments here. If you have any questions, do share it with me, and I'm really happy to be connected with you. This is Ask DG. I come live every single day around 11 or 11:30 is my usual time. Weekends I do a little bit early. So hey, thank you everybody for watching. Do me a favor, please share the stream if you've learned few things which is going to help you or others. Please share the knowledge, because more you share, more will come back, and that's whole my motive. I don't want to keep whatever I'm learning, whatever things that is working for me to myself. I want to share it with the team. And lastly, if you want to become part of my Care Nation WhatsApp group, which is also called Winners Club at one point of time, this Care Nation is all about people who really care for their own future. This is for the people who really care for others and they want to give back to others. Okay, so if you want to be part of my Winners Club, if you want to get regular voice clips on how to stay motivated, and clips on sales, voice clips on leadership, just leave your phone number in the comment box, and I'll be happy to connect you with the like-minded community. I've got more than 160 people in my group, I think 170 now, combining all different channels, two WhatsApp groups. So hey, thank you so much. I hope this session was really helpful. Shekhar, thank you so much. Soren, Dio, Varsha. Hey Varsha, Aman. So Varsha says every boss may not be a leader, but a good leader will always be a good boss. Yes, absolutely true. Absolutely true. What else? Asim. Hey, welcome buddy. So Asim says, I'm part of Dev's team. Feels he's lucky that he learns from a person like me. Devi, you're a true leader. Thank you, man. Thank you. Means a lot. And again, I am good because I have a good people like you in the team who are hungry for success. Thank you so much for being part of the team. Aniket, one more champion. Thank you so much, Aniket. All right, indeed, they people work for people. That is why it becomes so important to be ethically correct and care for your team. Yes, absolutely. You got to genuinely care for the team. And on that instance, I remember when I was away on a business trip for 2 months, my team was all alone. Nobody was there to watch over them. And the only thing I told to my team is, hey, look, I know you're very responsible. And when I'm away, there are so many people, dangers surrounding our shield. Those dangers or people will always find a reason to pull you down. Okay, they would just say that, hey, look, when Dave is not here, look, team, what they're doing, they're chilling, they're working, they're relaxing. So you got to be very focused and attentive at this time and work a little extra than what you have been doing when I was around. But again, when I was around, I never micromanaged them. I did not check them, poke them, what time you're coming, what are you doing, because I know they all are responsible. Doesn't mean that they were perfect. Of course, there were loopholes and there were team, 1 or 2 people who were coming late often, which I told them nicely, hey, look, I don't want to even talk about this. This is very kiddish and I feel shy to discuss that, hey, you should be coming on time. I don't poke them every now and then, why are you taking break? What are you taking break? So when I was away in the US, it was easy for the team to get distracted and not put in the effort that they were known to put. by just me telling them that, be careful, since I am not away, people will point to you and try to pull you down. That itself made a lot of difference. And my US trip would have not been a US trip, successful US trip, if it was not because of the team, right? So, hey, thank you so much, team. ProCaps was really, really good. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. So do I, the entire Catalyst team, right? So Catalyst team also, thank you so much for being part of my journey. So yeah, if you give more trust, they would work for you, and they'll go out of the way. You don't have to micromanage or watch them every now and then. So hey, thank you so much for watching. Firoz, Renuka, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Please do me a favor. Share the stream so that people who are looking forward to head a team, or they're heading a team, they get to learn few things from what I have learned in my career in last 15 years and what I have seen good and bad bosses. I hope this really helps, and do continue to share the love and the care, because this is Care Nation. This is our time. This is Ask DG. It is not just are you asking me question, but learning from each other's experience. So if you have any experience, do share it in comment box. I would love to hear your comments and your suggestion. Thank you so much. Much love from Gadhvi. Take care. Bye-bye.